What's up? Welcome to the Ringer Movies channel. I'm Chris Ryan. That's Sean Fennessey. Well, you know me as Chris Ryan, but you should know me as the Oracle of Omaha because my stock picks, like my movie picks, I'm throwing a no-hitter in this decade. A long time ago, Sean, I think like 3-4 years ago, we did the first movie auction on the Big Picture podcast where we pick movies that have yet to be released that we're particularly enthusiastic about. And I think I bet the farm on a yet to unheard of Gareth Evans film called Havoc. It was going to be on Netflix. It was going to star Tom Hardy, and it was going to be this guy's return to form from the raid after some years in television working on Gangs of London, a show I love. And it kind of went the way of the dodo. You know, it seemed like it was never going to come out. There was news of reshoots on top of reshoots. But now, almost 5 years after it was announced, Havoc has a date and Havoc has a trailer. It is coming out on Netflix in April.
I reached out to you immediately and I said, have you seen this? Let's make a video about this. Because I don't know if I've ever seen anything that is more specifically you than what transpires in the 59 seconds of this teaser. This movie comes out April 25th on Netflix. Yeah. I certainly wish it was in a movie theater, but alas, it is not. Let's take a look at it. Should we take a look at it? Yeah. Let's take a look. Jack, hit play.
Pause. I gotta tell you something. The first thing I thought, we are 3 seconds in.
Yep.
I have the shirt. I do. I have the shirt he's wearing.
Okay.
It looks pretty cool with the bulletproof vest over it, but
so Tom Hardy is portraying a police officer.
Yeah, I can just give you the log line here.
Okay.
After a drug deal goes awry, a bruised detective must fight his way through a criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son while untangling his city's dark web of conspiracy and corruption.
Now, there are obviously elements of We Own This City
and the Dark Knight.
And the Dark Knight from the director of The Raid and The Raid 2.
Yes.
Among other films.
Yes.
All right, let's hit play.
I just came from a crime scene. 9 bodies.
I make one phone call. You and your friends go down for life.
Okay, pause it.
Yeah.
So that's Forrest Whitaker, Academy Award winner, Hollywood legend, reprising his role as the weird guy from Rogue One.
As Saw Gerrero, yeah.
Yeah. He's using the exact same voice.
Yes. But Gareth Evans did not direct Rogue One. Gareth Edwards did.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
but
this
was
I
shot
welcome
pretty
it.
close, much closer to Rogue One than it was like the PTA movie.
So I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah.
One thing you know that I love is when we get a wildly overqualified actor to do 3 days work on a crazy genre movie.
Yeah. I just saw Lawrence Fishburne in that Rami Malek movie, The Amateur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it's like how many days
Same deal.
did he come in to do this?
You log hundreds of thousands of dollars by minutes on screen.
Yes.
Okay, press play. From the director of The Raid.
And then we get the first shot.
We don't want to miss out on all
Pause that for a second on Oliphant. We get the first shot of what has now become Gareth Evans' signature, which is extreme gore action scenes. You know, I have long bemoaned the soft PG-13ification of action movies, of like there being gun ballet but no blood, that, you know, like we've kind of gotten into this overly safe, I don't know, like participation trophy action movie kind of situation.
This is the fuck your kids perspective that you bring to the table.
Don't bring your kids to this movie.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But how do you feel about age restriction blocking on Netflix so my daughter doesn't fire this film up accidentally?
That's your deal. You know what I mean? I believe
that's my responsibility.
Yeah, that's your province to handle that.
Okay.
Yeah. But also, if your daughter watched this movie, I think she'd ask some questions that needed answers.
Let's press play. Well, first of all, wait. Pause it again. Wait. We missed Timothy Oliphant.
I didn't miss him. I saw him. Yeah.
You know, our beloved Raylan Givens, Justified, one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Yes. And now is moving into the Ham era where he's like, I'm going to do 20 minutes in something and just cook.
You mean the John Hamm era, not the hamming it up era.
I think you could say that it's like Ham, 1M, and then in parentheses, another M. It's like a pun, you know, like he's hamming it up a la Ham.
So like John Hamm's John Hamm from Saturday Night Live fame. Okay, let's press play.
Somebody gets a major appliance thrown at them in this movie.
There's a lot of pipe fighting in clubs. We love to see that.
Yeah.
Lots of close-range shotgun blasts.
I know what you did.
You have no idea what I did.
Yeah,
All right.
pause that.
That's pretty much the whole trailer. It's a minute long, and he's got a little bit of his Venom voice going, probably because he was shooting Venom concurrently with this movie. 3 Venom films have come out.
Are we sure that he's not playing Eddie Brock?
I'm not even positive, but
Okay.
I think that it's great to see him back in a quote-unquote normal role.
Sure.
He's just an innocent man.
It's just a regular old cop.
Yeah, and then we obviously get a lot of like full automatic weaponry being let off within hallways and steel pipes to the face. Gareth Evans, you can always count on exploding skulls. You're probably watching me and being like, why didn't Chris take his meds today? It's just something I like. You know what I mean?
But why is that?
Because it breaks rules. It pushes boundaries, and it really does push the limits of what I think you can do with stunts and VFX. Been very critical of like an over-reliance on green screen and CGI, on AI, on using the volume, all this stuff in contemporary action movies. And I think that he uses all the tools in the toolkit, right? There's certain things you can't do to a person, like blow their head up, but you can make them like maybe, you know, do some incredible martial arts still, right? We're still allowed to do that.
In this country? Is that what you're asking? In this entertainment economy? I'm really excited for you. Usually I'm the one who's like, can you believe Paul Thomas Anderson was allowed to do this? You're bursting with excitement. I'm very excited for you, and I'm excited about this movie. I love the Raid movies. If you don't like the Raid movies,
I don't know.
get the fuck out of here.
I don't
so one thing I wanted to cite about Evans's career is that you mentioned Gangs of London, which is a film he directed.
Series.
A TV series. He directed the first episode and the 5th episode.
The 5th episode is one of the great action action movies within a television episode of the decade.
He has an additional credit on that series here. It says director of episodes 1, 5, and most action sequences.
Yeah.
Which means they brought him in to shoot the action sequences in other episodes. I've never heard of that.
Well, I wonder whether or not he was like, I'm going to do the action sequences for everything, and then you guys can do the talk scenes.
So what does that tell you about how good the talk scenes will be in Havoc?
I don't care, because this is probably going to be an 89-minute movie.
Okay. Did you see the film Apostle from 2018?
Yeah, we did a podcast about it.
Me and you?
Yeah.
I have no recollection
I
of
think
that.
we did a folk horror pod about it.
I think you're making that up.
No, we definitely saw The Apostle together. I talked to him about it, I think.
Okay.
Is Dan Stevens in that?
He is.
And maybe I just did it on the watch, but I thought we talked about it, and we talked about like Wicker Man and stuff like that.
I have literally no recollection of that. Is that a testimony to my dying brain or to your adult Gareth Evans mind?
Where I'm just imagining all these different moments that I've talked to him.
How many conversations have you and Gareth had over the years?
Yeah.
North of 20. Any other last thoughts on Havoc?
No, I mean, just that we needed this. We got it. Netflix, thank you for feeding us. And I can't wait to see this in April, and we'll be talking about it extensively.
Okay. Thanks for sharing your heart, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for watching us.